Alright, boys and girls, let's go ahead and get started and jump right into the video. Alright, GSE stands for Georgia Standard of Excellence. The 4 represents 4th grade. NBT stands for Numbers and Operations, and base 10. The 1 represents the first standard. Our standard for today is recognize that in a multi-digit whole number, that's key. Multi-digit whole number, a digit in any one place represents 10 times what it represents in the place to its right. So basically, what this standard is telling you, if you have a number, let's say 55, okay? They're telling you that the digit in the place to its right, this digit is 10 times bigger than this 5. This 5 is in the 1s, and this 5 is in the 10s. So this 5 is 10 times bigger than this 5. Because if this 5 is in the 1s place, O for 1s, T for 10s. If I multiply this 5 by 10, I'm going to get the place value of this 5, which is 50. Yes, 50. So that's basically what this standard is telling you. You'll be able to, in this video, recognize that a digit in one place is 10 times bigger than its neighbor to the right. Like we did right here. This 5 and the place value of the 10s is 50. 50 is 10 times bigger than 5. That's just an example. Use your knowledge of place values to find patterns when you multiply and divide. And my favorite, decide if your answer makes sense and are reasonable using mental math and estimation. Now remember, with using mental math and estimation, that kind of helps us prepare for our gloss assessment, or our gloss assessment helps us with our Common Core standards or our Georgia Standards of Excellence. That mental math is very important because it helps us be able to solve our problems using our base 10 information in our head, okay? So let's move on. We're going to understand place value for whole numbers. So getting the idea, this is what's going to happen during this video. This is a light bulb. This light bulb is going to go bing. Oh man, I did not mean to color that black. I meant to tap yellow. This is a light bulb. That light bulb is going to go bing in your head during this video. Let me show you. Place value. Place value is defined as the value of a digit based on its position in a number. A whole number can be written in different ways. So let's say, for instance, we have the whole number 123. I know my handwriting looks really childish, but hey, I'm teaching here. So we're going to write this 123 in standard form. 123, look at that. Now we're going to write it in word form. So the 1 in 123 is 100. The 2 is in the tens place value, that represents 20. The 3 is in the ones place value, let me make that 3 a little bit better. And that 3 is in the ones place value, 123. Now, I know some people, when they're reading multi-digit numbers like this, whole numbers like this, they'll say 123. No. When you say 123, this is what you're saying. 123. When you say and represents the decimal. So when you say 123, that means it's a whole number. Now, if I wanted to make it a decimal, I would insert and. 100 and, sorry, I wrote that wrong up there. This would actually, if we say 123, 123. When you read 123 as 123, this is actually what you're saying. This is not the same value as this at all. That's like saying $100.23. Two different values, okay? So be careful how you read the words, the numbers. 123. This, no. Now in expanded form. Expanded form shows a number as a sum of the values of the digits. So the sum of the values of the digits. So I'm going to take 123. The 1 is in what place value? 100. The 2 is in what place value? 20. So the value of that 2 is 20. The 3 is in what place value? The 1s. So the value of that 3 is 3. 100 plus 20 plus 3 will give you 123. But we're not adding it up. It's just showing you when you write it in expanded form, you are showing the value, the place value of each of the digits in that whole number. Now, a digit's place determines its value. Very true. For each place, a digit moves to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Okay, had to get it in my system. Its value increases 10 times. So let's go back to our example we had. Remember here? As it goes, each time it goes to the left, it increases 10 times. Go back here. So a place value chart can help you understand the value of each digit in a number. So what we have here, I made a place value chart. And I have the place value. 100,000s, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Then I actually showed you the numerical form of each one of those place values. Up here is word form. Below in red is standard form. So we have 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Miss Davis, I noticed that the numbers are increasing each time it goes to the left. Well, boys and girls, what is each place value increasing by? 10. If I multiply 1 by 10, it gives me 10. I multiply 10 by 10, it gives me 100. I multiply 100 by 10, it gives me 1,000. I multiply 1,000 by 10, it gives me 10,000. Well, let me see. Each time you multiply by 10, something else happens with the zeros. Can you pause the video and just look at this portion right here and tell me what happens each time you move to the left and you're multiplying by 10? What happens to the zeros? They add on. Multiply by 10, 1 0. Then 2 zeros. Then 3 zeros. Then 4 zeros. Then 5 zeros. Gosh. So we have 5 zeros right here. What's the next place value? Millions. And how many zeros are in 1 million? 6 zeros. Of course, because you guys are awesome and you already knew that. All right. Now we'll have 2 examples we're going to go through. 1 second. I just wanted to make sure I was still filming, okay? Example 1. 23,694 hot dogs were sold at a Major League Baseball game. Well, must be a Braves game. Go Braves! What is the value of the 3 in 23,694? That's my question. They want to know what's the value of what? The value of the 3. In what? The value of the 3 and 23,694. All right. So our strategy that we're going to use a place value chart. Check, check. Now, step 1 in using a place value chart. To find the value of a digit in a whole number, we're going to write the number in each place on the place value chart in the correct place value. So I'll write it a little bit larger. 23,694. The 4 is in the ones place. The 9, tens place. The 6, hundreds place. The 3, the thousands place. The 2, the 10,000s place. Now, the value of each one of these digits is written down below right here. The value of the 4 is 4. The value of the 9 in the nines place is 90. The value of the 6 in the hundreds place is 600. The value of the 3 in the thousands place is 3,000. And the value of the 2 in the 10,000s place is 20,000. So we just saw in our chart exactly what the value is of the 3 and 23,694. So we found the 3 and identified its place. Here's the 3. It's in this place value. So I multiply this 3 by 1,000. Why are we multiplying the 3 by 1,000? Because it's in the what's place value? The thousands place value. So 3 times 1,000 equals 3,000. So our solution, or our answer, is the value of the 3 and 23,694 is 3,000. All right, example number 2. There are 539,668 people living in Forestville. I don't know where Forestville is at, but I'm pretty sure it's nowhere around here. Okay? How many times greater? Greater. So you know if it's greater, it's increasing. And if it's increasing, it's multiplying. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. How many times greater is the value of the 6 in the hundreds place than the value of the 6 in the tens place? Woo! We can do this because we're awesome. That's right. So our strategy, we're going to use that place value chart again. Step 1, find the value of the 6 in the hundreds place. Well, let's go ahead and draw our place value chart. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, hold on. Okay, so the 8 is in the ones place. This 6 is in the tens. This 6 is in the hundreds. Well, we don't have to write down the rest of the place values because our question is talking about the 2 6s. So if we want to go the extra mile, we can, and there's nothing wrong with going the extra mile. It is highly encouraged at times. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. All right, so we now need to find the value of the 6 in the hundreds place. Well, it's right here. The value of that 6 is what? Now, find the value of the 6 in the tens place. Here. The value of that 6 in the tens place, 6 times 10 is 60. Divide 600 by 60. 600 divided by 60 is 10. Now, also look at this, boys and girls. Here's this place back. Well, actually, let's do it in this color. Orange. How many humps, orange humps, did I make? Like a little camel hump. 1 hump. Remember, each time you move to the left, it goes by 10. It's multiplied by 10. It's increased by 10. They were saying it's how many times greater. So I multiply the 6 in the tens place by 10. It's going to give me the value of the 6 in the hundreds place, which is 600. That was 110. That was 1 hump. There we go. Your turn. Now, this time I blocked the answer. So sorry. In 2014, there were 213,839 people living in Henry County, Georgia. How many times greater? Oh, there's that word right there. How many times greater? So if we hear the word greater, that means we are increasing. Greater means increasing. Increasing means it's getting bigger in value. Yes. Oh, sorry, I had a moment. Sorry. How many times greater is the value of the 3 in the thousands place than the value of the 3 in the tens place? So we have two things. We have to find the value of the 3 in the thousands place. That's first. Then we have to find the value of the 3 in the tens place. Value of the 3 in the thousands place. Value of the 3 in the tens place. Let's get started. So we already have right here 213,839 written in what is this? Our place value chart. Okay. So what is the value of the 3 in the thousands place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. What's the value of that? 3 thousands, because 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. I didn't write that pretty. I don't like that. Let me make it pretty. Now, find the value of the 3 in the tens place. Different color. 3 times 10 is what? 30. Yeah. So now we're going to take 3,000. Divide that by 30. And that is going to give us what? 100. Now you guys could have paused this before I wrote the answer so that you could have got the answer before me and then press play and the answer would be like right there. But hey, we're learning as we go. So now let's recap. This is Georgia Standard of Excellence, 4th grade, Numbers and Operations at Base 10, First Standard. Recognize that in a multi-digit whole number, a digit in any one place represents 10 times what it represents in the place to its right. Now you should be able to, 1, recognize that a digit in one place is 10 times bigger than its neighbor to the right. 2, use your knowledge of place value to find patterns when you multiply and divide. And 3, decide if your answers make sense and are reasonable using mental math and estimation. Alright, boys and girls, I hope you took really good notes and you got the concept. If you did not get the concept of this video, try to watch it with mom or dad, or watch it by yourself, or watch it with a neighbor, or watch it while you're eating dinner or something. Watch the video again. Pause, replay, everything. And if you don't get it, you know what you got to do. Go to my website and go to Davis Direct and sign up for small group, and I got you. Alright? Hope you took good notes. See you later.